today I just want to display. This is my 300 watt step down model. So you can use it in a different projects. You can use it to step down. I think the input voltage, the maximum input voltage is 40 volts. So once it surpasses that 40 volts, you can get this module damage, because that's the latest voltage. If you check here, you will see the maximum voltage of this capacitor here is oh, I don't know if you can see it very well here. I think from this, okay, the output side is 35 volts. From that side, I think from this is I think 50 volts. 50 volts, so which means you can't go close to that range. So the input is 40 volts. It is a step down model. It is not a step up, so it is a step down model. So you can use it to run 12 volt. Can set it on 12 volts. And the reason why I like this model is that even though the output is fluctuating, yeah, going up, going down, so far it didn't reach that range. Assuming you set it at 12 volts, so far the input is fluctuating from 15 volts, 20 volt, 15 volt, 20 volt constantly. With this MPPT, with this model, the output will still remain stable. We still remain at 12 volts. So far, the input didn't come close to the 12 volt, because once the input come close to 12 volts, it will affect your set range. So, but once it didn't come close to that range, the output will still remain stable. Assuming the input is fluctuating from 15 volt, 20 volt, 15 volt, going up, going down. So far it didn't come close to that 12 volt, the output will still remain 12 volts. That is one of the reasons. And I think that work with the help of the capacitor and toroid. Uh, so it helps to store the voltage, so, and release it. So that's why even if the input is fluctuating, the output still remain the same. So that's one of the reasons why I like this model. And there's a lot of type, but I find this type as very, very okay. So I bought it sometime and it's still working up till now without any issue. So first of all, I have to make the input terminal. Remember, this is if you check very well, this is input, this is the output. You can see so this one is input, this sign is here is minus, so minus terminal. So it is negative sign. So let me type it. So now I'm gonna connect the other terminal. I have the same wire code. If not, I will have used lead and black, but for those beginners. But for me, I tread carefully to avoid burning burning the circuit. So let me move the other connection. This is the output. Here is positive. So let me lock it up. Now let me lock it up. Let's see. So now I have do the connection. Now I have to. This is the input. This is the negative side terminal. So let me connect it on this battery. What I have here is 20, 12, 12 volts, and I do it in 24 volt series. So now let me go straight to connect it. So let me do the connection once and for all. Let me do the connection once and for all. Let me do the connection once and for all. Let me do the connection once and for all. So now this is the positive terminal. So now Okay, now I have done the connection. So let me, this is my meter. Let me on my meter. I put it at 20 volts. So now let me connect the terminal to know if there is any indication. Let me bring the other terminal connection. So 1 volt is 1 volt now. So let me increase the. Remember, this is 24 volts. So now this is my other meter. This is other meter. So let me check the input. Let me check the input so that you guys will see the input voltage here. From here, so you can see it is 26, 27 volt input. So you have confirmed the input voltage. So you can see this is the output now is 1.56. So now let me increase it. Let me increase the output by turning this potentiometer clockwise. Let me increase it so you can see. Now let me turn it this way so that you will see it very clear. So now it is I'm increasing the input output. I'm increasing the output. So even if you leave it at 11 point, let it wait first. So even if you leave it at 12.13, even if you leave it at 12 point, that's the range it will stay. So even if you leave it, that's the range it will stay. Let me be touching the input. You can see I'm touching the input. I'm touching the input. So once I didn't delay on the voltage, the input voltage is fluctuating, going up, going down. So far it didn't reach this extent, the output voltage will be maintained. The output voltage will be maintained. So let me increase it again. Let me increase it again. This thing is very tiny, very tiny. Let me very tiny. So now it is I leave it at 13 30 because this thing doesn't correspond uh faster immediately. So my meter is not touching. So even if I leave a 13 point, maybe there will be some fraction in points, but it won't drop from 13 to 12. It won't drop from 13 to 12. So remember the input is the 26 volts. So by shifting this knob, turning it clockwise, you are increasing the output. Then turning it anti-clockwise, then you are decreasing the. So if you set it at this range, that is the range it will stay. That's the range it will stay. So now let me connect this motor. You can see here now. This is I have a 36 volts motor. So now let me connect it. So let me hold it. So let me be increasing the knob here. You see. So let me put it so that it will be hold firm. It will hold firm. So now let me be increasing it. It's standing there. So you can see the motor is changing sound. So the meter went off. The reason why the meter went off because I put it at max 20. So let me put it on 200. So you can see the voltage is 20.6. So this is the range it will be. This 20.6. You see the motor is running. So this model is powering it. So if you have a small DC motor or small power which um getting the actual power is very complicated, you can use this setup and you can turn it to set it, whether it is 12 volts, 9 volts. If you can use it to charge this lithium ion battery, can well, assuming you have a adapter which is the input voltage is higher than your demand, you can use this setup. So it doesn't, you can see the output is stable, there's no fluctuating. So you can see very uh, so so the model is very okay, very it work better, doesn't heat up. Thank you for watching.